guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm filming another video about aesthetics. I've literally filmed this intro like 5,000 times because I hate how my hair looks. I put too much oil in it. My mind is like all over the place. I think I'm like thinking too much at once that I can't like put what I'm thinking into words. So I'm just trying to like concentrate and give you the information that I have. So basically, this video, I decided to focus on interviewing for jobs once you are finished with esthetician school, and kind of like helpful tips and tricks that I have. When I graduated school, I kind of had a general idea of what I wanted to do, and that was either doing advanced treatments or doing lash extensions, or preferably both. I also enjoyed waxing and stuff like that, but I did not like traditional facials. So I interviewed at a bunch of places. I did lash extension places, I did med spas, I did traditional spas. So I had some experience interviewing, and I actually got job offers from all of the places that I interviewed at. So I figured I would kind of jot down some notes that I have here that will hopefully help you guys, and just like little things that I did to prepare myself for the interview, and what kind of like helped me not to feel nervous and just do well, I guess, during my interview. So obviously decide what it is you want to do. It may be sometimes a little bit difficult because if you haven't like done it, you don't know what it's like, but kind of have a general idea and look for jobs in that sort of field. Apply to a couple different ones. I think it's helpful to just still go to the interview, even though this is not like your dream job. Just go to the interview, have the interview, go through it so you kind of know what to expect, and you know the vibe, you know the questions they will ask, and you that way you know what to expect in case you do go to an interview for a job that you actually really want. So what I did exactly that. So I applied at a bunch of places. I went to a few different interviews, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident, and not so nervous when I ended up interviewing for a job that I actually really wanted. So one of the things that I did before going to an interview, any interview, is that I researched the company. So say you applied, at this lash place or at this med spa, I would look them up on Instagram, on their Facebook. I would just put them in Google, read reviews either on Glassdoor, people that have already worked for that company, or just reviews that people leave on, like, let's say Google, about the experience that they had at that company, and kind of see the kind of reviews that they get. Another helpful thing is going on their website and reading the about section and reading the services that they offer. That way you know exactly everything they offer, everything that you can possibly do there. Or even ask if they would teach you how to do some of those things. Let's say if it's like a spa and you didn't learn laser, maybe they'll teach you laser. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That way you have an idea of everything that they offer. And that way when you go on the website or their Instagram, usually you can tell the kind of vibe of the company and of the place, and you can tell kind of have an idea of how it is, I guess. That way when you go in, you sort of know what to expect and stuff like that. So I definitely did that for all of those places. So when I did go to the interview, I already had an idea of everything they offered, the kind of the reviews that they had. A lot of the times, if it's like a big enough company, people will leave like salary and like how much people make on Glassdoor. That way you know what to ask for money wise. If you see salary on the Glassdoor website, it's really helpful, and that way when you have your interview, you come prepared. You know what questions you want to ask, you know what they offer, like all the services, you know what how you can contribute and why you would be beneficial to that company. Or ask them, act like you're eager to learn, and say you want to learn laser. Like I said, just say that I saw that you guys also offer laser. I think that's amazing that you combine it with traditional facials and this and that I would love to learn that, and stuff like that. That way the person that's hiring, you can see that you're super eager to learn and that you're interested and you did your research, and it makes you look really, really good. And then the next point that I have is dress the part. That was a little bit confusing for me when I first graduated school, because I wasn't sure how to dress to go to the interview. Like, do you wear scrubs? I don't know. But I just wear something business casual. Don't overdo it. And again, this ties into the research part. Once you research the company you're applying to, a lot of the times on Google you can see the pictures of the place, kind of what it looks like inside, if it's like a super like luxury, like chic place, or if it's more of like a casual, comfortable, cozy atmosphere. That way you know how to dress for the interview. So don't overdo it, but definitely try and feel out the vibe through Instagram and Google Photos, and that way you know how to dress. What I wore to most of my interviews were just plain like ankle like pants, like dress pants, and then I wore a short sleeve little like silk blouse type thing, and I wore either flats or like sandals, and it was like cute and casual, but like still a little dressy, so I felt comfortable in it. I didn't think it was too much, and I also didn't feel like I just wore like jeans and a t-shirt. But yeah, like I said, Googling and looking at pictures is super, super helpful. That way you know what to expect and what it's like in there. Another thing that I did that honestly helped me is that since I looked up so many jobs online, I applied to so many jobs, I knew I had a few different options. I didn't like beat myself up over not getting the job, for example. If I, interviewed and they didn't call me back or something like that. Just my tip here is be confident and know what you have to offer. If you know you're a hard worker, if you know you're passionate for the industry, if you know that you know a lot of things and that you loved school and you want to be in this industry and you're super eager to learn and you're responsible, organized, and on time, kind of like know your worth. That's kind of the mindset that I had whenever I had interviews, because I knew that even if I didn't get the job, I still had all of these other options. Meaning just thinking that in the back of my head, that it's not the end of the world if you don't get this job offer, made me feel more confident. Therefore, when I interviewed, I didn't feel or seem like nervous. I wasn't like scared or trying to like overdo it or have them like try so hard for them to like me. I acted confident, friendly, and just kind of keep calm. They're people just like you are, and kind of remind yourself that. And like I said, just know what you have to offer. There are plenty of jobs you could still go and apply to, and everything happens for a reason, and that's what I keep telling myself. And just go in there, do your best, be friendly, tell them what you know, tell them what you're interested in, what you're good at, what you want to learn, and just, I guess that's it. Like, hope for the best. I don't know. It's kind of the mindset that I had, and it helped me a ton. I never ever felt nervous going to any interviews. I don't know why. I don't know. When I was looking, there were so many jobs on Indeed that I was like, oh my god, this is like so many options. I was like super excited. So whenever I did go to an interview, I wasn't like so scared I wasn't going to get the job. I just felt confident, and and I was very honest with them. Like, for example, like lashes, obviously I wasn't lashing for a long time. I just graduated school, so I made sure I told them that. I told them that I've been lashing for like an X amount of months, and that I loved it, that I was like passionate about it, that I was lashing all the time, my friends and family, which was true. So yeah, and even though I wasn't like this amazing professional, like tons of experienced lash artist, I still got the job offer both times, and so that was awesome. So yeah, definitely know your worth. And yeah, and I guess my last two topics here are just, again, talk about what you know, talk about yourself, and just let the employer know that you are super eager to learn, especially if you're like just out of school and you don't have a lot of experience. You definitely want to let them know that you're really, really interested about this industry, that you're passionate about this industry, that you want to learn, that you are just basically so eager to like soak up all the information. And a lot of the times that is exactly what they're looking for. They want to, half the time, like, yes, they want experience, but at the same time, if it's like a spa, or say it's like a small business, a small spa, and they're just starting out, they want to take, most of the time they want to take you in, fresh graduates, and kind of grow you and teach you their way and how they do things. That way you're just like part of like their family, and you do things the way they do them, you know. Or if you were coming from like tons of experience, you're not going into this like thinking like, oh, I already know how to do that, I do it this way, so I'm not gonna do it this way. That's what I mean. So don't let the fact that a lot of employers are looking for experience necessarily like discourage you, because a lot of the times, like I said, they don't mind taking in fresh graduates and like teaching them things to do it their way, how they do it at their spa, for example. So yeah, those were a few of my tips. I hope they were helpful. This isn't like something like crazy or anything like super new, but it was just something that I personally did that helped me to feel comfortable and helped me to feel confident and helped me get job offers, honestly. When, you know, I kind of just like did a little bit of research, I learned it on my own and went to interviews, got a little bit of experience, and that's it. There's just so much out there. There's so much you can do with your esthetician certificate. There's so many options, and definitely do your research and figure out what you like, figure out what it is that you're good at, and kind of find your field. And it may take some time. I know it's still taking me some time. I'm kind of trying everything still because there's still so much you can do with this. And so yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, just leave them down in the comments, and hopefully I will come up with another topic to make. If you have any ideas, again, just like let me know and I'll make a video. And yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.